How's it going, everyone? It's Gavin from Balls to You, and as the title suggests, this is going to be a base morph on the Enchi. So, without further ado, let's get some of these stunners out and let's show you. Okay, here is a base Enchi. Absolutely awesome gene. Okay, now what I'm about to show you is the reason why they are Enchis and what the difference is. Okay, first of all, they are banded. Okay. Now you can get standard ball pythons which are banded, but there's a few differences which you'll soon see. The eye stripes, okay, tend to pinch together or try to pinch together towards the neck pattern, as you can see, and they tend to be quite wider on the side. Okay, they have these apricot-y, orangey colours coming up the sides. Okay, this girl was bred from a reduced pattern Enchi. And this girl is already on hold for somebody. But what I'll do now, I'll bring in a normal and I'll show you the difference, and it should be night and day. So there you go. So for those who have never seen an Enchi before, who are unsure of an Enchi, what it should look like next to a normal, it is night and day, guys. Okay, you know, it's evident that which one's the Enchi and which one's the normal. Okay, so for those who are worried about hatching them for the first time, you will tell the difference between a normal and an Enchi. Okay, so there we have an Enchi next to a normal. Okay, as you can see, the normals are a bit more brown and the blacks are a lot more black, whereas the Enchis tend to be more gold, orangey in colour, and the blacks tend to turn into a bit more browny in colour. Okay, so normal, Enchi. Okay, so let's get some more out. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add a simple gene like Coral Glow or Banana, this is Banana in this case, onto the Enchi gene. Just trying to adjust the camera so you can see. And again, this is the one that I was keeping back from the clutch. This guy is yellow like you wouldn't believe. Again, they tend to have these nice sort of white spots come through on the dorsal. Okay, and they tend to, where they'd be brown on here, they tend to go red. I'm not sure if you can see that. They tend to go red on the dorsal as well, and they have these nice, where the apricot colours are on the normal, okay, on the bananas or on the Coral Glows, they tend to show up a little bit whiter. Okay, so you tend to get these nice white sides coming up through the pattern. Okay, I've had a few people send me a few pictures of what are supposed to be banana Enchis, and they are not. They're just normal bananas. And again, I wanted to emphasise that, again, look at the head pattern. Okay, it's being pinched towards the neck. Okay, and on this one, he does have a tiny, tiny orange head stamp. But again, it's the eye band that you're looking at, okay, which is quite wide, and it's going up towards the neck pattern. Again, you're looking for the bandedness, and again, just the amplified colour that you tend to get with an Enchi. I'll get his brother and I'll show you the difference, because there's two of them in the clutch and they're both stunning, but I'll get the brother and you can see. Okay, these were the two banana Enchis in the clutch. Obviously those who watch my videos will know which clutch I'm on about. Okay, so it was a bit confusing in the beginning, but as these guys have shed out, they've had a bit of a meal, I can certainly tell they are Enchi bananas. And what we have here are two comparisons. As you can see, this guy is sold, but this guy has a real nice head stamp, orange head stamp. Try and get this guy. Focusing. There we go. So I'm a bit shaky, guys. I've just come back from the gym and I had an inspiration on doing a video, so I want to get this out there for you. Okay, so this guy here is really orange, and again, this one's starting to get more white coming out on his back dorsal there, and again, a lot more banded than the guy I wanted to keep back, as in the patterns are a lot more connected, as this guy here, the patterns are separate but they're more going over the dorsal. And again, dropping these into future projects like clown, pied are just going to be absolutely awesome. Stunning animals. Okay, so that's the Enchi banana. Okay, again, simple 2 gene, but an absolutely awesome combo. Okay, what we've got here is an Enchi pastel, but again, just adding just that simple gene that's been knocking about in everyone's collection. The pastel will do amazing things. Now, the other good thing with this one, it's a female and it's also 100% het for clown. Again, this was a dual side clutch, which is again from them other 2 banana Enchis as you saw, which are, I was shooting for some banana Enchis and a pastel Enchi 100% het for clown. Now, being as the only pastel male that was in there was the clown, the pastel clown, this can only be 100% het for clown. So let me show you what the Enchi and the pastel do. Okay, look at the head on that girl. She's absolutely awesome. Again, the banana Enchi is stunning, but for me, just the simple contrast with having that arrow-like head, again with the eye band coming up, and you've got the blushed head out due to the pastel and the Enchi working together. Just, you know, I can't wait to get this girl grown up and into the breeding team. She's absolutely phenomenal. Again, just real nice. Blacks are really black as opposed to them being browned out, and again we've got some nice sort of yellows coming up the side. Again, this is a pastel Enchi. Okay, so that's the sort of quality you need to be looking for when you're looking at purchasing animals. Okay, I love the eyes on this girl as well. I just can't imagine. I mean, I'd love to add leopard into this. In fact, I've got a nice male for her, but first of all, she's going to be into the clown projects for sure. So, pastel Enchi. We'll show you a few more. This guy's stepping it up a little bit. This is a bumblebee. So it's pastel, spider, fire, Enchi, and there's a lot going on. But this is how we determine what's going on in the gene. This is a 4 gene animal. Obviously, he's a boy. So first of all, you can see there's spider in them. Okay, you can also see there's pastel. The next thing you're going to look at is there Enchi and fire? Well, the next one would be Enchi, because we can see that the pattern is reduced, and Enchi bumblebees tend to get this neck stripe. Okay, so I can straight away tell there's Enchi in him. The next thing is I'm looking at, is there fire? Well, yes there is, because of how bright he is. Now every time he sheds with fire, fire gets brighter, Enchi gets brighter with age, or better with age. And again, you can see that the fire is coming through because this guy is turning white, whereas an Enchi bumblebee doesn't normally turn this white. They tend to sort of more yellow, if anything, a bit more lighter than a standard bumblebee, but not as bright white. I mean, this guy is going white. With every shed he's turning white. So again, it's a nice 4 gene male to have in any collection. Loads of opportunities what he could make and bring to the breeding team, but again, just an absolutely awesome combo to have. You've got the fire, which is an enhancer and brightening gene, and then you've got the Enchi, obviously the pastel, and everyone knows that I'm a spider freak, and we've got the spider in there as well. Okay. Okay, this guy's in shed, but I'm going to show him off anyway. I've showed him before on other videos, but this is an Enchi GHI. Okay, now what I want to sort of get through to people is basically get you guys to go outside the box. Think outside the box. Everyone who gets a GHI wants to put them to a Mojave and a lesser, which, don't get me wrong guys, they look absolutely awesome. But the reason behind this guy is simply because with Enchi, obviously it stays nice and bright with age and it gets better with age. With the GHI it tends to get darker. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for his eye bands and his dorsal stripes and stuff like this around in his pattern to get bright with age or better with age, and then the GHI to bring in the darkness. So you're going to have a nice contrast of light and dark with this guy. And again, for those who haven't seen the hypo Enchis, they are absolutely awesome. And again, the hypo GHIs are awesome. So this guy here, hopefully we'll go to a hypo girl and we'll produce some hets. And again, there's a super form of the Enchi and there's a super form of the GHI, so I can only imagine what the hypo super Enchi super GHI would look like. But again, quality over quantity, guys. I mean, this guy when he sheds out is absolutely stunning. So again, just outside the box, taking those well-known combos and just putting them together, and you'll be surprised what you can make. Okay, last but nowhere near least is my boy Jigsaw. This is, I mean, I've brought him up from a hatchling. Obviously, this is just a standard Enchi, guys, but this guy blows me away. Just to think that Enchis can look just this good on their own. I'm plugging this guy. Last year he didn't breed for me because he was too interested in food, which is fine. It's given me a nice big healthy male to use this year. But this guy is awesome. He's going into the Orange Dream project. He's breeding a girl, and I'm also going to put him into the hypo project as well, and I'll probably put him into a few other things, but his main priority this season is to go into my Orange Dream projects. Again, this guy is brighter than the Orange Dreams that we have here, and again, this is just where your quality of the animal will way exceed your expectations when the hatchlings come out. So I can't wait. I mean, the Orange Dream female that he's been breeding to, she's a stunner, but when you put them next to each other, he just blows her away. So again, quality over quantity, guys. I love this guy. I'll show him off probably the most for those on Instagram or have seen some of my other videos back in the day, but he's just absolutely awesome. Just a real good example of what an Enchi should look like. And again, I can't wait to get him into the fire gene, into the pied, into the clown. Again, just absolutely awesome gene to work with. Okay guys, so I'm going to wrap up on this. Hope you've enjoyed this base morph series on the Enchi and what to look out for. Again, don't get fooled with some banded normals. I want you to look out for what I've pointed out, which is the eye band, the coloration. Okay, and if you're not sure, walk away. Simple. Okay everyone, hope you've all had a good Christmas and a good holiday. We've got other stuff going on. I've got some more eggs coming very soon. She's overdue, but she's due probably in the next few days, fingers crossed. And again, hope you're all well, and thank you again, tons of people, all of you guys, for your support. I really do appreciate it. Okay everyone, so hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.